These growing cyber threats disturb the purpose of digital participation and connectivity, as well as the integrity of our national critical information infrastructure. It is for these reasons that the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, in collaboration with South Essential Information Technology, is hosting a series of awareness creation sessions for the Namibian nation.
My name is Lisa Gavanas. I am the Employment Officer at the Ministry of Labour, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation here at Sokopont. I attended the cyberbullying seminar or training, and I would say there was just so many things that we learned that we didn't know about. Especially the part where, sometimes you forget about the passwords and you think that it's safe, just to have one password for all your devices and for all your applications that you're having. So I learned today that that is actually not a good thing to do, that you should have multiple passwords rather for your safety. And also the point where we post everything we do. Wherever we go, we like to post everything, what we're doing, where we're going. These are things that the hackers can use then to use against us or to find information to then hack our accounts and stuff. So I think this is just things that we learn, things that we think it's not a big deal, or we don't think that these are things that they can be used against us, but there's actually things that they can use to then access our accounts. Also, one other thing that I learned is just to work on our emotions. Whenever people call, we have multiples of calls coming through, people claiming that they send the wrong e-wallet to your account, or your wrong PIN to your account, you need to send them the OTP back and whatnot. When things like that happen, I think it's just to sit back and really dissect and look at the situation. How is it that this person got my number? How is it that they were able to send an OTP to my number and stuff, before you actually give this information through to them. Also, not to divulge our personal information on Facebook, wherever, because these are the information that these people use then to access our accounts and stuff. So it was a very informative session. I'm happy that I was here. Actually, especially in my line of work, we find a lot of that, how we know that the employment rate is very high, and a lot of people are actually, they fall victim to this type of thing, because people would use their emotions, the fact that they do not have employment. People would tell them, no, if you send me this amount of money, I can guarantee your employment and stuff. And then people, especially if it's advertised on the social media platforms, I would advise people then to just call the actual company to find out that, is this a vacancy actually in an event? Is it available? Is this job up for grabs? Before they actually, and I don't think it's even right for anybody to pay for employment in that case. So whenever there's a payment involved, that is just already screaming red flag. So when somebody's asking you to pay for a position or a job, say per se, then make sure that this is actually a legit thing for you to do before you then give money or information. So yeah, it was very informative. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Crescentia Harasis from Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, and I am an Administrative Officer at the Inspector's Office. The session was quite informative and very engaging. It was an eye-opener. We learned quite a lot regarding cybersecurity. And what I would like to recommend is that somehow with the relevant stakeholders and ministries, it is broadened to the community, the normal folk that are not really as knowledgeable as us coming from the offices that were present today. So they are also informed about the red flags that they need to look out for in order to not fall prey to these cybersecurity things, and the things that I picked up about the cell phone banking or the e-wallet scams and so forth. There are a lot of adults or elderly people that are really having cell phone banking as well, but they're not really knowledgeable as we are, and they do fall prey and they do lose their money. So if it is broadened to the community that they are sensitized about these things, it would really be very effective and impactful. Thank you.
I therefore urge you all to join the ministry and South Essentials efforts to participate in the sessions in order to be equipped with the necessary skills in order to be safe on the internet, protect our nation's critical infrastructure, and make informed decisions should you fall victim or help those who fall victims to cyber attacks.